When Toni originally informed me that she was retiring, the first thing I did was panic, because I just could not imagine Toni not being a member of our staff anymore. She has all of the quality, skills, and abilities of not just an exemplary library director, but she's also a truly wonderful person and a friend. Anyone who's ever worked with Toni knows she is one of the best mentors anybody could ask for. Not only was she a mentor to her staff, but she was also a mentor to me. I have learned many things from Toni, and watching her the past 4 years, and I've had the pleasure to work with her. Besides a mentor, there's a lot of words that describe Toni, and I know I speak for the rest of the staff when I describe her as smart, insightful, wise, hardworking, dedicated, and most importantly, caring.
And the library is something that is a form of public service that truly does come from your heart. All of our public servants do wonderful work, but Toni dedicates herself to something that is a lasting legacy, that is not only historic service and place in our town, older than the city itself, but is something that, as Pat was saying, reaches across generations. It's free education for everyone, the young and the old. It serves people with a blind eye towards any differences among them, and welcomes all of them to a better and finer place. So Toni, you won't know it all the time, but you have a legacy here that will outlast all of us. And now, long after elected officials are gone and they've done their work, there will be a library in Sierra Madre. There will be a library in Sierra Madre. You've taken care of that big part of our history for a very long time. And I think the promise every one of us can make to you tonight is we're going to take care of it for you as well as for everybody else. And so I'm sad that you're going. You'll still be in town, but it's not going to be the same. But we're going to do justice to your legacy. I promise you we will. And so tutelage of the shy and demure Mary Tumbledean. I may have added a couple words. It says after you acquired a degree, a master's in library science from USC in 1980. Listening to the other fans. Okay, now Bruin fans. No. Toni was promoted to associate librarian of children's services in 1985. Toni was promoted to director of library services and held that position for 26 wonderful years. There are many accomplishments during her tenure as Director of Library Services, include shepherding the library to the age of the World Wide Web and online databases, and by extension that helped shepherd the city into those new worlds as well. She was a tireless fundraiser to ensure the library acquired much needed building improvements and technology. She co-chaired the 2007 Centennial celebrations and headed the project of the Friends Garden, which is, of course, the beautiful and welcoming native plant oasis in front of the library that all of you see today. For her outstanding work on the library's 1987 centennial, see, the library is older than the city, Toni received the prestigious John Cotton Dana Library Public Relations Award from the American Library Association for Distinguished Achievement in Public Relations and Education. And then one whereas Toni's leadership and personal example have resulted in the Sierra Madre Library becoming well known for its people come first philosophy. Under Toni's guidance, the library is now a nationally recognized family place library, dedicated through programs, services, and resources to empowering parents to take an active role in their young children's growth and development. So now, therefore, be it resolved that the City Council of the City of Sierra Madre does hereby commend with great appreciation Toni Buckner for her dedication and service to the community of Sierra Madre.
Antoinette, Mrs. Buckner, Toni to all of us. From my heart and on behalf of the Sierra Madre Board of Trustees of the library, all we can say is thank you. Thank you so much for your dedicated and sterling service to the Sierra Madre Library. You had very big shoes to fill when Mary Tumulty retired. I was a child growing up here, and Mary Tumulty was the librarian. I did get shushed at quite a bit, in other words, I'm sure. But I thought when she retired that you had big shoes to fill, and John mentioned big shoes as well, that someone is going to have to fill yours. That is an understatement, Toni. The person selected has huge shoes to fill. And because you have the unique ability to manage and deal with people as well as technological issues, and the city council and your staff and the patrons and the board of trustees and the friends of the library. And you are quietly determined and professional. And I just think it's amazing, your talents. And I'm just going to miss you so much.
The calling is something that you're gifted towards, passionate about, dedicated to, and that ultimately benefits others. All these things can be said of Toni. Her care and belief in what she has done professionally and her personal character has defined her career and has had and will have a lasting effect on the community and to us as her staff. I do have some more things to say on behalf of the staff before we present Toni with some items to remember us by, but to possibly more eloquently express how we feel, our resident professional writer, Stephanie Vitale, would like to share.
It's a real privilege tonight to be speaking on behalf of the library staff. One of the great joys of working with Toni over the years has been not only have we been able to see what she did, but we were able to come to learn who she is. And so in keeping with the theme tonight, this is called Can You Tell I'm Talking About Toni? There is an easy way to determine whether your mentor, who may also happen to be your boss, truly cares about you as a person, and not just whether you are continuing to function as a well-oiled cog in the operation. It is when they ask, "How are you today?" and mean for you to give an honest answer. And if need be, they will listen thoughtfully to your response if the answer happens to be anything other than, "Fine." Can you tell I'm talking about Toni? These days, it's almost impossible to find someone in authority who will never ask you to do a humble or menial or tedious task that they have not already demonstrated that they are willing to do themselves. It is also amazing to witness how things always manage to get done in due time, on time, and with not as much Sturm und Drang as one would expect when one's mentor holds to the philosophy that people come first. We all come on and eventually exit the scene, but it is rare for the one in charge to truly believe that no person is ever to be considered unimportant or expendable, and that the system will not grind to a halt if responding to the needs of an individual temporarily stresses the daily round. And because the collective understanding is all for one and one for all hands can be seen hitting the deck running, graciously filling the gaps without fuss or complaint. And why? Because it is the leader who sets the pace with their actions and the tone with their attitude. And in the library, the pace is exceptionally well set, the expectations for good and right behavior are high, and the uplifting tone rings strong and true. Can you tell I'm talking about Toni? It is rare for a mentor to always have your best interests at heart, who enjoys nothing more than knowing you are happy, confident, and secure in your tasks, and who is intuitively skilled at selecting a team of diverse and exceptionally talented individuals who are able to work in easy harmony. It is rarer still to find a leader who is not threatened by the gifts those in their charge may have and that they themselves do not possess, and who seeks to give each person abundant opportunities to contribute to the synergistic whole, because they know that the sum is always more glorious than any singular part. Can you tell I'm talking about Toni? There are mentors who discreetly notice what you are about without putting you on the spot to reveal it, are affirming when you are sore in need of a vote of confidence, and with a kind and steady hand are able to skillfully adjust the rudder of your ship when it is veering you dangerously off course. They never shout, intimidate with silence, strike fear with histrionics, or utilize devious strategies to assert their control. Rather, their strength is drawn from their goodly character, exhibited through a true and quiet humility, with fairness to all and prejudice towards none, and with unshakable integrity and in sincere, consistent, outgoing concern. In other words, love, which is the most important quality of all. Can you tell I'm talking about Toni? Thank you.
What I want to say is, I didn't do it, we did it. I did it with an incredible staff, trustees who guided the way. They often mentored me when I was young, and a director in my early 30s. The friends, without the friends, we wouldn't be having such a fabulous party. But more than that, they aren't about parties. They're about the community, and they are about getting people together, raising funds for the purpose of providing public library service to everyone. I just want to say what an honor it's been to serve the city of Sierra Madre. It's been a wonderful, wonderful career. Librarianship, I do have a passion for it. I believe strongly in the public library, its mission, its future. Whenever anyone tells you there's not going to be public libraries around, tell them they're wrong. Just so you know, over 1 million people visited California's libraries in one single day last October, over 1 million. Those are the kinds of things, but library service is just one of those day-to-day destinations, and it's the long-lasting effects of reading a good book, of being inspired, of discovery, of connecting with other people as we do today in book clubs and online. So thank you all, the councils, the trustees, the friends, and my fabulous staff, amazing, and my former staff members who are also here. Thank you all. It's been an absolute pleasure. Also my family. Thank you.